Oh, we're back, I think. Or I'm back, I think.
We
I
got a
don't
green
know.
light.
Huh?
We have a green light.
We have a green light.
Yeah.
All right, I'm trying to find this on here, but I haven't found this yet. But Rick says we got a green light to go, so let's go. Today is Veterans Day, and it's not Armistice Day like many people have talked about in the past. They'll say, hey, it's Armistice Day. Armistice Day is for the First World War. And I think it was 1954, I'm not sure the exact date, they declared Veterans Day. And Veterans Day was brought in because it took in all wars, Korean War, World War II, any war you were in and a veteran from, Vietnam War, you're considered part of that. Where Armistice Day technically was only celebrating those who fought in the First World War. So it's no longer Armistice Day, it's Veterans Day, and there's a difference.
Well, that's good to know.
Thought you might like to know that. I missed yesterday. I was a bit under the weather. I had to spend the weekend with Rick, and that'll do it to anybody.
Yeah, you're the one that dragged us into that.
No, I wasn't. But I'm still going to give birthdays for. I'm still going to give birthdays for the upcoming last weekend and up to today, and we'll go over all of them. Anybody out there watching and they can see us, say hi to me, please. Let me know you're out there. So, hi to anybody watching, and I'll say hi to whoever's watching if you say hi back to me.
Well, that's nice.
I'm a nice guy like that. The 8th, one of the famous, I'm only going to go, these are over the weekend. The only one I really recognized big, Saturday, November 8th, was Gordon Ramsay's birthday.
I thought you were going to say Gordon Lightfoot.
Gordon Lightfoot. Gordon Ramsay's birthday. He's 60.
He's 60?
60.
He's an old guy.
Mm-hmm. Nick Lachey's birthday was Sunday.
Backstreet Boy? Is that who he is?
Yeah. Nick Lachey, 53. He was born on the 9th. The 10th, which was yesterday. These are birthdays from yesterday. Ellen Pompey.
Are these the birthdays you missed because you weren't
These
here?
are the birthdays I missed because I wasn't here to say happy birthday
You
to
were
him.
sickly.
I was sickly.
In a sickly
Oh,
way.
I was dead yesterday. Ellen Pompey. You know who Ellen Pompey is?
Is she related to Grey Poupon?
No.
No. Okay, so I don't know.
She was in Grey's Anatomy. She's 56. I didn't watch Grey's Anatomy, so I couldn't.
So
tell
which one was she?
I don't know. I never watched Grey's Anatomy, so I watched it like one time, didn't like it, and moved on. It's like a lot of times. For a while, we had every channel, everything was hospital shows, doctor shows, and then they went to everything had a police show, something, and
what's the
lawyer show.
What's the show that set the trend? It's cops and it's hospitals and it's that's been running for like 20 years.
Cops and tops and
cops and hospitals and
emergency.
No.
It had both.
No, someone out there will tell us, but it's the they just renewed their contract again. So
are you talking about the ones in? Well, they were cop shows that's been on for like
SVU,
20. Yeah,
those,
right. They've been
all
on for,
the ones that were connected. Well,
they were not. They didn't have anything to do with the hospitals, but they were all cop shows in New York.
Well, they sent them to the hospital after they shot the heck out of them. Very violent shows.
Very violent shows.
Yeah, unlike our show.
But there was a lot of SVUs.
We're not so violent here, are we?
I'm not. I'm not a violent guy at all.
Yeah.
But anyway, Tracy Morgan.
Comedian.
Black dude.
Yeah.
57. Tracy Morgan. I like him.
With the girl's
He's
name.
Really funny.
Black dude with the girl's name.
Michael High White.
High White.
Jai. That's his. Michael.
Is he like Korean or something?
High White.
Does he do?
Well, that's true. He is ha ha.
Oh, is that what he is?
But he looked black as far as on this. But he was a martial arts enthusiast and did a lot of martial art films. So he was the guy that probably even in shows where he wasn't a star and you didn't know who he was, he's the guy out there doing that probably. He also, in the movie, played Tyson. He played Tyson.
The boxer?
The boxer.
Oh, okay.
So that's where he got his name out there.
Didn't Mike Tyson have those funny teeth? Didn't he have like?
He liked to bite people's ears.
Well, didn't he have teeth like with a big space in between or something?
Yeah, something like that. Big space. Mackenzie Foy.
Mackenzie Foy.
Mackenzie Foy.
F-O-Y?
F-O-Y. She was in Twilight Saga and Breaking Dawn. Brought her in because I don't know her, but I know a lot of people.
Is Breaking Dawn anything like Breaking Bad?
Could be.
Or Breaking
Good?
Good?
Bad. If you break the dawn, that's not nice.
Well, Breaking Dawn would be like sunrise, isn't it?
I guess.
I don't know.
Miranda Lambert's birthday was yesterday. How old would you say Miranda Lambert is?
I'd say she's 68.
Oh, way younger.
Younger?
Younger.
58.
Younger.
28.
Older.
48.
Younger.
Younger. You know, since we've been doing this, and you do just the, you use that all the time now. It drives me crazy.
Even in football, he's just a little bit short of the 40-yard line.
yeah, it is.
Miranda Lambert is 42 yesterday.
42.
42.
She's getting to
Sinbad.
Sinbad.
Not the sailor.
The comedian.
Yes.
Yes. The black comedian.
Yes.
The one that doesn't have a girly name.
Sinbad's not.
No. Is there a Sin Good?
I don't know. I'll have to ask him.
How old is he?
Yes.
I'd say he's 52.
Older.
62.
Older.
72.
Younger.
69.
Bing, bing, bing. Sinbad is 69 years old.
We haven't had a birthday with my favorite. What are you looking at?
I'm trying to find our show. It usually pops up here.
Oh, it's right here.
Well, it's there, but it's not here.
Oh, it's here, but it's not there?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Mackenzie Phillips.
Was Mackenzie Phillips one of the mamas or the papas?
No.
Was she the daughter of one of the mamas or papas?
Yes.
Okay. Wasn't she like still on television? She was in some kind of show.
She was in a show.
Yeah. Like a sitcom or something like that.
Yep, one day at a time.
Yeah, okay. I'd say she's 48.
She is way older than that.
Wow. Everybody's so damn old.
And she was, girl.
Why are we still young?
When
and
we
everybody else
started
is
watching that show, she was young. Younger than us. But she's old now.
Well,
Mackenzie Phillips.
she was kind of cute.
Her dad was John Phillips of the Mamas and Papas.
Right.
I always thought there was a lady on there that was Phillips who married John Phillips, but on the Mamas and Papas. But it said here his first wife, not her, but his first wife was the mother of Mackenzie Phillips.
And was she part of the Mamas and Papas?
Her name was Susan Adams.
Oh, I thought you were going to say.
No, she was not part of the Mamas and Papas.
I thought you were going to say Susan Day.
No. Susan Adams was Mackenzie Phillips' mother, and but it wasn't the one that the good-looking girl of the Mamas and Papas we remember.
Was there a good-looking girl?
Oh yeah.
Huh? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Was she a mama or a papa?
She was a mama.
A mama. Hot mama?
I'd say that.
Hot mama. Okay.
Mackenzie Phillips. We never got her age yet.
I don't know. She's younger than us, so she's probably 58.
She's older than that.
68.
A little bit younger. But not just a little bit younger. She's a little bit younger.
66.
66.
I have to interpret
That's right.
all your subtleties.
Or Now you don't know this guy.
Because you are so subtle.
See if you know this guy. His name's Richard Burton.
Richard Burton?
Richard Burton.
Is it his birthday? Was
His
married
birthday
to
was yesterday.
Elizabeth Taylor.
He died. He didn't have a birthday no more. He died in 1984 from a cerebral hemorrhage. He was the one that married
some say
Elizabeth Taylor two or three times.
He probably was married to the most beautiful girl ever in the world, Elizabeth Taylor.
Elizabeth Taylor, a couple times, 2 or 3 times.
She was absolutely stunning when she was younger.
I didn't know this because
she got a little pudgy as she got older, but that happens.
You know, in his later years before he died, he always seemed old. I reckon because he was still younger than me. I mean, I was younger than him.
I was going to say, let's figure this out. I don't think you're right.
But he died in 1984, but he was only 58 years old. But in 1984, I was 30, so 58 would have seemed old to me at that time.
Probably so, because you ever notice how, like when we were young, like when you're in your 20s, you look at somebody that's in their 50s and you're thinking, my gosh, they're ancient.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I can remember being an 8th grader or a 9th grader, and there's a senior in high school, and looking up and I go, man, you know, he looked old. Looked older. And now you look at a senior in high school, he looks like a little kid, you know?
Well, they are.
I know they are little kids.
Yeah.
Tell them that.
No, especially certain seniors.
Yesterday, this day in history, this is yesterday, November 10th, 1775 established the Marine Corps. The Marine Corps was established in 1775.
And then the Navy and the Marine Corps are like
Yeah, brother and sister.
Yeah. It's not like the Air Force and the Army. They're not.
No. Well, in a way.
They're all military, but the Air Force is not related to any of the other branches of the service.
The Air Force is related to the Army. I think maybe... Let's see if it's coming up here. If not, I'll tell you.
Oh, you got that down?
But it doesn't say here. I think I saw it yesterday.
Is this for Veterans Day?
When I was reading about this, you had the Army, you had the Marines, and you had the Navy. Then they came in and says, hey, I invented a thing called the airplane, or it's been invented. We can now use that for the war. And everybody thought, you're an idiot. You're crazy. We can't use an airplane in the war. What are you talking about? So he kept trying to prove it. So he says,
who's he?
This guy, whatever his name was.
This guy, okay.
Okay. So he went to the Army because, you know, you couldn't go to the Air Force. There was no Air Force. So he went to the head of the Army and said, I can put an airplane in and we can fly over the enemy and spy on them. We can fly over the enemy.
Drop turkeys on them.
And drop turkeys on them.
That's the helicopter.
And drop some bombs on them and things. And so... they said, well, let's try it. But what service was he under when they put an airplane up in the sky? You only had the Marines, the Navy, and the Army. It was the Army. The Army is the ones that put planes up in the sky at first.
So the first planes were Army planes?
The first planes ever up in the sky were Army planes, not Air Force, because there was no
What about Coast Guard?
Was no Coast Guard.
Coast Guard's related to what branch of the military now?
I would say Navy.
Okay.
But
well, I knew the Navy and the Marines were related, but that's because Marines usually were the first in war, and they had to hit the beaches usually, and they had to get there some way, which would be a boat. And that's
boat took and the Marines ran off the boat and onto the
the amphibious boats that then launched the Marines onto the
from the shores of Montezuma, the Marines.
Wasn't he like a King Tut sort of kind of guy, Montezuma?
Could have been. He was back in below America, back in Mexico and that area down. In 1975.
Are these birthdays or is this,
no.
Is this day in history?
This day in history, yesterday.
Oh,
today.
Yesterday. So it's
yesterday.
yesterday
In yesterday's history.
Yeah.
1975 was the sinking of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
On what lake?
Superior.
Yep. And they found the.
They found it.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is, when I've heard about this, and you're thinking it's on the lake, not an ocean, so you're thinking this boat, but not gigantic. Yeah, over the weekend they were showing from down below the pictures of the Edmund Fitzgerald before it sank. People who had taken pictures and stuff. That thing was
Huge.
humongous.
Well, was it a? Did it carry ore like coal or something?
It was full of iron ore or some sort of heavy ore.
Right.
But that thing was like 40 football fields long.
And it was fairly wide.
High as some of the tallest buildings around here.
Yeah.
And you're not thinking this thing's going to tip over in the... but it was sinking. It was already low in the waters because of the heavy load it was carrying. And then with the Superior has some of the worst storms and stuff on the lake.
Isn't Superior the deepest of the lakes?
The deepest of the 5 lakes.
Right. Lake Erie's the shallowest. But actually, Lake Erie has worse storms than any of the lakes because it is so shallow.
And but
kind of like
it's the 1975 and November 10th, the sinking of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Didn't they make a song?
They made a song after that.
Don't sing it, please.
I'm not going to sing it.
Good.
1989, the start of the tearing down of the Berlin Wall. 1989, November 10th.
Who do we attribute to the famous
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that wall.
It was Ronnie Reagan.
Or it should have been Mr. Gorbachev. He sort of talked to
Do you think you sound like Ronald Reagan?
Well, not really, but he sort of talked like this.
Yeah.
I'm Ronald Reagan, and I talk like this. Okay. But I cannot do it really good. There's guys that can do that.
I endorse that statement.
1969, this is for you.
Oh.
1969, the premiere of Sesame Street. 1969.
You know, I was too old to be watching Sesame Street. We were the Captain Kangaroo kids.
You were what? You were a sophomore in high school.
The programs we watched growing up, like Sky King. And,
Captain Kangaroo.
Yeah, Captain Kangaroo. Dun 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 dun.
I mean, that's sort of the beginning of. That's sort of the beginning of that because he had actual puppets on his show and stuff and talked.
Bunny Rabbit, was Bunny Rabbit a puppet?
Mr. Rabbit.
Mr. Rabbit.
Mr. Rabbit.
Who was Bunny Rabbit?
I don't know, but Mr. Rabbit was on Captain Kangaroo.
And he would come out with his keys.
Yeah, he always started the show showing his keys
and he had the little hook on the front of his counter, and he'd drop them on there, and the music would stop.
Right.
But sometimes he would act like, and then the music wouldn't stop. He was always teasing whoever was playing the music, because he wasn't always dropping the keys to stop the music like they had planned.
Did you know he was a Marine and he saved many guys' lives in World War II?
No, I didn't know, but I don't know who cut his hair because it was always
straight across.
Yeah.
And but he was there was a rumor he saved Marvin. Who's the movie star? Lee Marvin. He saved Lee Marvin's life in a battle, but then later on they came back and said no, they were in the same battle or something.
But he didn't save his life.
He didn't save his life, but he did go out and put a couple of Marines on his shoulder and they were up and they got shot and he pulled them back to safety.
So he was a hero.
He was a hero in World War II. Captain Kangaroo was a hero in World War II.
Well, he put him on his shoulders and he bounced away.
He had Mr. Green Jeans help him, I think.
Yeah, Mr. Green Jeans. Well, now, Mr. Green Jeans did not have green jeans.
Yes, he did.
Did he?
But we didn't know it because we had black and white television.
Oh,
I'm like, why are they calling that guy Mr. Green Jeans? I've seen pictures of him in color since.
So did they ever do a color
version? They might have late
Kangaroo?
60s before.
I don't know.
His show went on to the 70s and maybe even almost to the 80s before it got canceled. So I think in the later years, because color television in the regular home started getting more popular in the mid to late 60s. And then by the time it was 70, many of the homes had color television. But like in 1960, very few of the homes had color television. So, and you know who popularized color televisions in this area?
Who popularized them?
Popularized.
Well, why would you have to popularize them? All you
Because
have to do
people
is
didn't
a color
have them.
television. You mean who pushed them?
Pushed them. Made them more popular. People wanted to go out and buy
Was
one.
this a particular store?
No, not a store. Ruth Lyons of the 50/50 Club in Cincinnati, Ohio.
No one has any
She
idea
had
who that
her,
lady is.
her set was very colorful, and she would always come in with these colorful dresses
Polka
and stuff.
dot dresses.
And she would, oh, if you want to see my beautiful pink dress, or oh, if you want to see this guy's beautiful outfit, or whatever,
You gotta
she'd
buy
say,
a color television.
Go and buy your color television and watch our show in color. And boom, they said, in Cincinnati area, boom, color television started selling right now.
And it was all because of Ruth Lyons'
Ruth
50/50
Lyons,
Club.
because she pushed it.
Do we ever know why
Color
did they call it the 50/50 Club?
I don't remember. I heard that before. I can look that up for you sometime.
Oh, okay.
You want me to look it up now while you talk?
No.
Okay, good.
No.
Because I didn't want to hear you
I don't want to
talk
have
anyway.
to think of things to talk about.
I've only got two more things from yesterday's This Day in History.
Good.
Then I got to go to today.
Oh, let's not do today. Let's
Yeah,
do
we're gonna
today
do
tomorrow.
today.
Let's do today tomorrow.
No.
Let's save it for tomorrow.
18. Now this is important. You might have been there. 1871. David Livingstone. Do you know who David Livingstone is?
Stone or stun?
Well, I copied it and I wrote STON, but I don't know.
I don't know either. So who is he? Who is he?
He was found near Lake Tanganyika.
When you say living stone, was it because he was petrified?
No.
They just found him
That's
laying
his
around?
last name.
Oh. What do you mean he was found?
David Livingstone.
What do you mean he was found?
He was found. He had been lost.
Did
You
he
can't
know
be
he was
found
lost?
if you're not lost.
Did he know he was lost?
I don't know. I've never asked him.
So he was in the Amazon?
Do you remember Dr. Livingstone, I presume? You remember that song?
Sherlock Holmes?
No. He was one
Wasn't that Sherlock Holmes?
He was in Africa, and he was a famous person in Africa. Him and another doctor were out there searching all over Africa, trying to, and all of a sudden he disappeared. They assumed he was eaten by a bunch of Africans that eat people.
Oh,
Then
cannibals?
Then they thought he was.
Could
but
have been a
they
tiger.
found him alive near Lake Tanganyika in Africa in 1871.
Well, everybody was just ecstatic that they found him.
And then, oh, you're sad about this. In 1938, Leonard Brezhnev died.
Leonard Brezhnev?
Leonard Brezhnev, the leader of the Russian.
Wasn't that Leonard?
It says Leonard.
Leonard Brezhnev?
That's what it says, Leonard.
You said Leonard.
Leonard.
Retard. Why would you call
1930.
Leonard Leonard?
I don't
Unless
know.
it's like Leonardo.
It didn't have an O on the end of his name.
All right. So was that it for yesterday's?
That's it for the weekend through Monday.
All right. So let's catch up some other things that people are interested in. Like, for instance,
Like you?
where were we this weekend? What did we do as far as sports? Well, not just that day that you dragged me up to Columbus to get, and
I didn't.
you got sick. Friday night. What happened Friday night? Where were we?
We went down south, going down to Jackson.
It wasn't Jackson, Tennessee. It was Jackson, Ohio.
Jackson.
For the Miami Trace Jackson playoff game.
And
you can see that on Campus Nation.
I tell you
right
what,
now.
you want to see an exciting
But watch the rest
game.
of our show, and then
That was exciting.
it was an exciting
It was
game.
an exciting game to watch.
Went down to the wire, and in fact, some say once again that the refereeing was not desirable because.
But I think both ways. They had a couple calls on Jackson.
What I had heard was that the catch, which propelled Jackson to the win by 3 points, the catch was not a catch because he pushed off.
And that was brought up to my attention by their broadcast. The Jackson broadcast crew said, "Ooh," when he saw it, the guy.
He was waiting for the flag.
Here comes the thing, and he pushed away and then caught the ball, and he was waiting for the flag that never came.
Right.
So,
but
that's,
it was rainy, it was cold, and they wanted to get the game over, probably.
Right.
Now, this was a Columbus Crew, as I understand it. Not Columbus Crew meaning soccer.
But again, if he hadn't caught it, it wouldn't have slowed the game being done, because it would have done, it would have
been over.
It would have been over.
Miami Trace would have won.
So either way,
by 4 points.
But by him catching it, Miami Trace was still alive, because there was like 38 seconds left in the game.
What can you do in 38 seconds?
And they got almost halfway there, but they couldn't get down.
So anyway, the final score, do we remember?
No.
But Miami Trace lost by 3 points.
That much I know.
Jackson will play at London.
At London.
This Friday.
That was going to be interesting. If Miami Trace would have won, they would have played at London.
Yeah, London is still undefeated.
They're number 1.
Yeah. So
and Jackson was number 4.
And
Trace
Miami
was
Trace
5.
was 5. Yeah.
So 4 versus 1. And Jackson could win that game. I mean, I've not seen London, but Jackson's got a very good team.
No, I've not seen London either, but Jackson and Miami Trace are very good teams.
Well, what number was Cincinnati McNicholas?
You mean the ones that beat...
that played London.
Oh.
Cincinnati McNicholas.
I think they were a 4 or something like that.
They couldn't have been, because Jackson was a 4. They're in the same 1 to 10 group. And
no. Oh, yeah, I guess they are.
Yeah.
Oh, so they must have been a 6 or a 7.
Cincinnati McNicholas, Catholic school in Cincinnati, played London and was beating London until like 38 seconds left in the game.
Right, and there was a pass.
And then London got a pass and got a touchdown and took the lead back with just very little time in that game. And because the Jackson people were watching
the game,
and they were saying, hey, if London loses, then whoever wins our game
has to go to
would have hosted the next game.
That's true, yeah. So London would have hosted it, or Trace would have hosted it.
So McNicholas would have been the team to come. So either Miami Trace would have hosted.
So McNick had to be a lower seed than Miami Trace.
Yeah, they had to be 6, 7, 8, 9. And if it's number 1, usually 1 plays the lowest. Is it one? How many seeds are there? 12,
there's
8,
12
9?
teams. There's 12 teams.
Okay, they might have been the number 12 then.
Right. Yeah.
Unless it was a play-in.
Well, this was the second week, so the number 12 team probably got beat first week.
Oh, that's right. So this could have been 6, 7, 8, 9.
And London had a bye because they were a number 1 seed.
Right.
So the first game they played out of the chute was whatever the winner.
So 6 could have played 12. It could have been 6.
Yeah.
So whatever number, but it was lower than the 2 teams playing.
Our audience is going to sleep with our seating arrangements here. Not seating, seating.
Seating.
Did I say seating? So the Blue Lions, they lost. They got thumped pretty heavy.
Pretty heavy.
Another team from the area that is a perennial power, Clinton Massey, they were thumped pretty heavy.
And their coach retired.
Yeah, well, he didn't retire because they got beat.
No, I said after the game he retired.
He was tired. Well, he actually announced.
He retired before the game, but after the game was over, he announced it again to just let people know, yes, this was my last game.
He was happy. He put his time in.
And one of the things he said was, it's been a hell of a ride.
That's very original.
Yeah.
Very original.
Been a hell of a ride.
Yeah. So the question for Massey going forward is, who will coach Massey's team?
Yeah. Will they?
Have they announced it yet?
I have not. They probably won't.
The next question for Massey's team is, will they continue to play the wishbone, or will Massey suddenly become a team like every other team and play a regular offense?
You can't.
That'll be up to the coach.
Another powerhouse of the past that was the wishbone. Yes, over the weekend I was reading about from the Cincinnati area, but I can't remember which one it was.
There's one up north, St. Henry, I think.
That might have been the one I'm thinking about.
That's up north.
Right.
St. Henry was always a wishbone team, because I can remember we did a couple St. Henry games, and the coach did not want us to be in the stands looking down on the team. He wanted us at ground level, because the way the plays developed, he didn't want other teams to be able to scout
to see how they developed.
How the wishbone, because it's basically, what a lot of people will call an option. So you have to have a particularly special quarterback if he's going to be a good wishbone quarterback, because he's got to know how long to hold that ball before he passes it off or passes up the field or whatever. It's a different offense, and it's a little more precise. But Massey, that's all they've ever run, as long as the coach was coaching. So anyway.
But anyway, it's going to be interesting to see. Are they going to go out to get a new coach, or are they going to bring it up within? One of the assistant coaches become the head coach, or do one of the assistant coaches even want to be that? They may say no. Well, I want to stay on as an assistant.
Let's face it. Those are going to be some big shoes to fill.
A lot of guys go, I don't want to follow that.
Right. And, you wonder if maybe some coaches from the past that were not at Massey now
could come back.
Yeah, but I don't think Scott, I think he's pretty happy at Bellbrook.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's going to pry, because he's still got family. His youngest daughter, I think she's a senior this year, so maybe that would change.
She's a senior already?
I think she's a senior. Yeah, she was a little one, on the sidelines with him all those years that he was at both Massey and Wilmington. And his wife was always, you could always tell she was there because she was the loudest person in the stands, screaming. Oh my gosh, she was screaming.
Their son played, and he ended up going to the service. I'm not going to say the Marines, but I'm not sure if it was Marines or not, but I know he went to the service.
No, they have a couple sons.
And came back. Yeah, a couple sons, but the oldest one is the one I was remembering.
Yeah. So anyway, it'll remain to be seen who replaces, and I don't know whether they'll even announce until maybe closer to next football season. I mean, they'd have to give someone a little bit of notice, because the biggest problem that they're going to have is now that they've lost the coach, that it may be a little harder for them to get other kids from other schools to come play for Massey, because there's no assurance that that system's going to be in place where they're going to be successful. Only time will tell whether Massey remains. I mean, it opens the door for a lot of.
But they still got a lot of good football players.
Well, yeah, SBAAC. I mean, there are a lot of teams that have been close, like Goshen, like Wilmington. They're probably looking at this like this, or like East Clinton. They'll become a powerhouse again, maybe. How many games they win last year?
Who?
East
I
Clinton.
have no idea.
East Clinton.
I have no idea.
Oh, okay. So anyway, a lot of schools will be chomping at the bit, wanting to replace Clinton Massey as the team to beat. So we'll see what happens.
I'm still not sure we're totally out there, because we don't have anybody watching.
We're out there, Joe, and we've got, now it's 4. We had 5 we have 5 that are registered watching.
Say hi.
Once again, that does not say, well, then we might. So we probably should take a break, and then if coming back, if they have said hi to us, I'll put it on the board.
All righty.
Well, they actually have said. Joanne, Vicky, Sean Grooms. Joe has a snow phobia. Yes, he does.
Who said that?
And Sean Grooms, he says 8. They were number 8. So see, Wilmington will be looking for a coach as well. Oh, I didn't know that. So Wilmington's lost. All right, so I'm going to go. We're going to do a break. It's 8:35. We're past our break.
We'll be right back.
All you like to do is blow
10 feet around to walk around to shut us down. So he comes over here. Then he's got to go over there. I tell him, just stay over there, wait for me.
Yeah. All right. I'll put this on the screen when we come back. All right? All right. Let's do the long commercial. The long one. All right? Mics are off.
Yeah.
Welcome to downtown Wilmington, Ohio, the place to be. Experience something new with your family and friends in this vibrant and family-friendly historic district. When it comes to dining, shopping, and entertainment, downtown Wilmington has it all. From quick bites to high-end diners, we have a variety of food options to satisfy your taste buds. Explore our artisan boutique shops, jewelers, and florists for unique finds. Pamper yourself with soothing spa treatments, rejuvenating massages, and stylish haircuts at our top-notch studios. Dive into the world of art with our captivating galleries, and catch a show at the historic Murphy Theater featuring awe-inspiring performances and cultural events. Immerse yourself in history by visiting our iconic landmarks, such as the Murphy Theater, historic General Denver Hotel, our Cultural History Center, and beautifully preserved historic architecture. Throughout the year, Main Street Wilmington hosts a variety of exciting events that embody the spirit of our town. From the Hometown Holodazzle Illuminated Parade to the family-friendly Halloween event and our lively wine walk, there's always something fun happening. Additionally, the Convention and Visitors Bureau presents a summer concert series featuring the annual Rock the Block, and we also have our weekly farmers markets. We boast a designated outdoor refreshment area where you can purchase alcoholic beverages and carry them as you explore the town. So what are you waiting for? Plan your next weekend getaway in downtown Wilmington. Head over to mainstreetwilmington.com for all the latest updates on events, dining, shopping, and entertainment. Downtown Wilmington, Ohio is the place to be. We extend our gratitude to Ralph's American Grill, World Equestrian Center, and R&L Carriers for their sponsorship that supported the creation of this video.
Mayonnaise, it's not just for breakfast anymore.
Just ask my armpits.
I'm Amanda Martin,
And I'm Steve Burnett. Those stories and more.
including what's coming to the Murphy Theater.
Ohio's hometown theater. It's a museum with a stage in downtown Wilmington.
That's what you can expect on The Murphy Report. Journalism with integrity.
And just a touch of sass.
The Murphy Report. Find us on the Murphy Theater website and on our own YouTube channel with a new report every Monday.
Now, you put mayonnaise on just about everything, don't you, Amanda?
I do, Steve. How about you?
I'm allergic to most condiments. The Murphy Report. If it's news to you,
Hello, hello,
It's
hello.
news to us.
You're back.
And I'm back,
And, I got to keep
whether
that
you
off.
want it or not.
Joanne, you couldn't find the show yesterday because Joe called me like 15 minutes before the show was supposed to be on.
Called him like at 6 o'clock in the morning.
It was 45 minutes until the show. I already had everything set up, the table, everything was set up, and Joe called and said, I'm not coming in today.
Because I kept thinking
Because
I'm gonna
it's
start
cold,
feeling.
it's snowy, and I don't want to come
I
in.
did not know it was
because
snowy.
I dragged you up
I
to
was
Columbus,
underneath
Rick.
covers.
I dragged you up to Columbus. Good morning, Vicki. We're glad we're
I
back.
kept thinking, okay, I've not slept all night, but I'm still going to make it in, even though I've not slept a bit all night.
So they were number 8.
I'm going to go in, and the next thing I know, I was still sick, and the next thing I know, I was still sick, and so I
didn't
finally
know
called
that.
Rick.
So Wilmington's going to be looking for a new coach as well.
Didn't know that, so we found that out. I don't even know who the coach was this year.
I think he was black dude. I don't know what his
I don't
name
know who
was.
he was. I didn't know
He
his
was a-
name.
he was a pretty decent coach.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't
Yeah.
say.
But
He may have got a better offer.
Exactly. He may have. Maybe he's taken Massey's job. They steal everything else from Wilmington.
Did you hear that, Massey? I didn't say
never
that.
Know. You never know.
Well,
But
they stole me from Wilmington too.
they did.
They
See,
did.
there you go. That is a case in point. But so anyway, yes, it snowed yesterday. It was cold yesterday, and little Joey got all upset.
I did not know it snowed till, God, it must have been
Joey got his
4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I finally made it to the other room, and I opened up the curtain, and I went, oh my God. I thought, I was looking to see if there was the roads had like a little flurry all over it in the grass. I was not looking to see the amount of snow in my yard and my porch that I saw. It's like, holy Toledo.
So he got in trouble for domestic violence. Is apparently why Wilmington's coach is no longer Wilmington's coach. I guess I don't know.
I did not know that.
Rick, check your text messages. I will. I'll check.
Who's that from?
I'll check them right now. This is from Sean. Oh, okay. So I see that. So serious legal issues
Okay.
is why
So
that's first I've heard of it.
I didn't hear of
And
it.
I'm here in Wilmington.
We don't
Imagine
have a
that.
daily paper like we used to have.
Well, we don't have a paper, period. I mean, that paper's not.
And then when I get it, I read the sports, but mostly it's the headlines and stuff. And then the articles, I'll read some of them.
Joe doesn't read anything under 10 points in print. It's got to be big.
That'd be big.
And 10 points is pretty small. So anyway, no, I did not. So that must have developed just over the weekend or something as far as Wilmington's head coach. I don't know whether it's just sort of a byproduct. People in the military, people that are, I'm not going to call football a violent sport, but let's face it, it is.
So you're a byproduct of something.
So you wonder if, maybe those people have more of a tendency where things result in violence. But I guess that we need to bring a psychiatrist or psychologist in. And did you see what was out in front of the Murphy Theater this morning?
Nope.
Almost.
No.
No. This was the serial pooper is out and alive in Wilmington, Ohio. I was walking in this morning.
Well, I parked over there.
And I started to step, and about this long, I don't know, like a small cucumber size, out in front of almost in front of our door.
Have you ever heard TMI?
And so I don't know. It didn't look doggish. It looked humanish. So
I don't know.
But
I didn't.
I think it was probably frozen.
Who would stare at it long enough to wonder about it? Did you lick it or taste it?
Well, no,
check?
but why don't you grab
Sniff
it?
it like a dog does?
You probably didn't even see. You probably stepped in it. Look at the bottom of your shoes.
I came from that direction. You came from that direction.
No, it was right in front of our door almost. And so I stepped over it, and anyway, it's still out there.
You're out there going.
You might want to collect it, Joe. And
you were out there going.
Go out there and collect it, and we'll run some DNA tests.
I'm not going to touch it.
See whether it's doggy doo-doo or whether it's human doo-doo. But we do have a few people in
Hey,
Wilmington.
Rick, are you watching today since you're not here?
Oh, yeah, Rick. Yeah. Anyway.
Mrs. Rick?
Mrs. Rick, yeah. So, have we hit all our sports stuff that we want to hit? Well, no, we didn't. We didn't hit our complete sports stuff.
No.
Now, at this point, Sunday, Joe.
We skipped Saturday.
Well, nothing went on Saturday.
The big team won against Purdue.
You're talking about and that was a struggle. I heard that people were upset with the officiating crew that did the Buckeyes game.
Every week, somebody's not happy with an officiating crew somewhere.
Anyway.
But Ohio State is known for the first half starting slow, watching the other team, and then shutting them down the second half.
Yeah, the Buckeyes are a second half team.
They gave them 3 points in the first half and shut them down. So.
Yeah. So
that was it.
And they do have, I think, I haven't looked at the stats to compare, but they have one of the best defenses in the country. Maybe other than Penn State. Ha, 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 ha. But and who do they play this weekend?
This weekend they play
Rutgers?
UCLA.
Oh, UCLA. Okay.
And it's supposed to be a pretty wide game. Yeah. And it's at.
Well, I think the only
Columbus.
potential challenge that the Buckeyes have going forward, I don't think Michigan's going to be a challenge this year. I would.
Indiana.
I'd say Indiana is probably the only team, and that'll be in the championship
after the
game.
Season's over.
Right. So I don't.
I don't talk about that one because there's still 2 games to play, and if Indiana would trip or something. Who's to say who's going to play yet? So I'm waiting until the end of the season to 100% say Indiana, Ohio State.
Right. Well, I would say that is a pretty good guess, though.
That's a guess.
All right. So Sunday, Joe kept pushing, and dragged me up to Columbus on a rainy, cold day where I was worried about the equipment getting wet.
I'm worried about getting
And all
cold.
Joe was worried about was getting his voice on the game. And for his fans.
Rick would always go, gee, I don't know what the weather's going to be like. So I look it up. I said, well, the weather says rain in the morning, cloudy in the afternoon, and then I would print it
Actually,
and send it to
when
him.
we left Wilmington to head to Columbus, it was actually the sun was coming out
Yeah.
down here.
About halfway up, it was still.
I don't think it stayed that way all day, but we got up to Columbus, and the game was postponed about, half an hour because Cincinnati United were having car problems.
Yeah.
This is an unusual college. They are a prep college,
Online.
and they're strictly online. But they have good football players.
Yeah.
There's no question, and maybe it's because
Well, that quarterback was fantastic.
yeah, they've got
He threw some long passes, and the guys put their
last
hands
year.
out. Ball
Last
landed
year,
right
the
there.
Buckeyes only won by 3 points. This year, the Buckeyes weren't giving them any chance. They jumped on them that had 14 points before you could blink your eyes. Although that's the way the Buckeyes have been this year.
Then they scored. It was 14-7. So we thought, oh, are we going to have a game? And then that was it.
Yeah, well, even the score was, a broken situation. They didn't. It wasn't like it was an actual play that developed and they scored, or they marched down the field and they scored.
Right.
But so anyway, I would say that Cincinnati United is almost like them playing a D3 junior varsity squad.
Right.
Yeah, it's very
I was
similar
thinking
to
that same thing.
Yeah. So it was a contest for a couple minutes.
But I know Toledo plays them also. They played them earlier in the year.
And how did that turn out?
I don't remember. I think Toledo won, I think.
Yeah.
And Toledo only lost 2 games.
Toledo, we got our contact from Toledo, and he was telling us that there was snow at the glass
on their field.
on their field
before they started.
So I guess they'd have to go out there with a broom or something and clean it off, so at least the yard lines.
Push it off with shovels. But
yeah,
he said before the game started, their field was covered in snow. That's his exact
and they
words.
just got a new surface this past year. So they're all set for the national championship with that new surface, and it really looks nice.
And
from the pictures
he
that I've
called
seen.
me and said it's 0-0. Hoping we, but it's halftime, so he took time at halftime to text me.
Did we ever see the results?
Yes, because he sent me and I said, well, I predict they're playing Wright State. I said, we've played you both. I predict Toledo will win this game. He texted me back a little while later and says, you were correct. They won it 20-0 over Wright State in the second half.
And that sounds about right.
And again, we played them both, and I just felt Toledo had a little bit better team, and they came back and won it 20-0 in the second half.
And, of course, Wright State probably wasn't happy that there was all that snow they had to contend with either.
Yeah.
So there's your cereal guy right there. He's eating it. See? Anyway, because it has a lot of fiber, he said, especially since it had been frozen laying out there
Protein
in front of the
1 gram of sugar.
There's protein in it, that's for sure. So that wraps up sports for the weekend. Do you have any other sports that
Did
you
tell
can...
them what the score was?
Of what?
Ohio State game. You never told them the score.
60-6, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, 60-6. So the Buckeyes laid 60 on them.
Well, that's the other thing. This team has a long snapper. They also have a kicker and what he said, it was a punter, but he was like, called him like all-state punter or, had a
Anyway, they only brought one kicker.
Yeah, and their punter did not come with them, and their long snapper. And the first 2 punts they tried rolled back, and then but late in the game, and so they were going for 4th and 21. They were going for it because they couldn't kick.
Right.
They couldn't hike it. They'd lose yardage, so they tried to. They were literally throwing passes, hoping they'd probably be intercepted, and that'd be a good way of punting the ball. But anyway, Ohio State came out on the top, 60-6.
Right. So, and I had taken a little video prior to the game and posted it, and then I also took a snap of the 3 championship banners which hang right there on the fence. I assume they're up there the whole season because I don't think they take them down. So even while the band
And there's something we asked the coach about at the end of the game.
We did, but see, I get the impression, don't get me wrong, but I get the impression this isn't something they buy and hand out as national champions. I think you get a form that you fill out, and they bill you $800 for your ring.
Well, we'll see. If there's a charge, I'm not getting one.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I was told by one of the coaches, because the way one of the assistant coaches said, we got our ring. Didn't say we had to pay for it. He goes, didn't you guys get a ring?
Right.
I go, no. And he
Right.
goes, well,
Where's our ring?
you're the broadcasting group.
we're
you
supposed to-
you should
we
have got
get
a ring.
We should get we should have 3 rings right now.
Yeah.
This would be the 4th ring
So
that
I
we would
asked
get.
him today, yesterday, after the game, I said, hey, it was brought up to me that we didn't get a ring. I said,
Well, the interesting thing
from
about
one
it
of
is
your coaching staff.
we've been doing the Buckeyes through each one of their national championships years. So they've won 3
So
national
technically,
championships,
he owes us 3.
and we were streaming those 3 years that we've been streaming now for.
so
this is
he
our
told
6th
us at
season.
the end of this year he'd get us our
A
form,
form.
to fill out.
Yeah. So the form's probably going to say, and just drop us a check for $800, and you can have your.
If it says
your
that,
Ohio
I'll
Ohio
say
State ring.
I'll put it
Well,
to Rick. Here, Rick, I paid for these.
From the rings that I saw, they look like the national
They
championship.
did. They're
they are very
big
impressive.
and expressive.
Yeah, Blocko,
They were very
they're
big,
very,
very
nice.
nice.
So they would be nice. Maybe we can have someone that's.
I don't wear rings, but I tell you what, it would look really good up on my mantle thing with all my Ohio State
well,
stuff I have
I'm
in my
telling you,
house.
if we win a national championship, and if I don't have to pay for the ring, if we either have donations from our adoring fans or whatever, I will wear the ring.
I'll wear it for a while,
Yeah, I will wear the ring. So.
at least during football season.
At least during football season. Well, no, because if somebody saw that ring, they would think that, hey, that's one of the national championship announcers for the club football team.
That's right.
That would be impressive as heck.
And what day
everywhere
is-
you go, people would buy you dinner. It'd be free food. It'd be free food.
It's all he talks about. We're up there, and this lady comes over to talk to me. Didn't come up to talk to Rick. Talk to me. Wanted to introduce
Which
me
lady
to her
are we
little
talking
puppy
about?
that she had.
That wasn't a lady. That was a young lady.
A young lady.
Yeah.
Very
What was her
good-looking young
name?
lady.
No,
And
wait.
she came up
What was
to
her name,
me.
Joe? Do you remember her name? Because you're old.
Yeah, Ashley.
Okay, you remember it. Yeah.
Ashley came up to me, and she had her puppy that she keeps right here, and she wanted to show me her puppy.
Now, I don't know if Ashley goes to Ohio State or she's probably graduated. And I don't even know if she graduated from Ohio State.
Well, Rick had said, well, that's
No, I did not say
that's
that.
Grega's sister's puppy. So
Yeah.
we said it on air about being Grega's sister's puppy. She came up to me and said, I wanted to let you know this is my puppy.
Yes,
not.
and I did not say it. Joe blames me for
How
all
would
his
I
stupidity.
know? I don't even know
his
Grega's
utter
sister.
stupidity.
You're the one
whenever
that's
he
talking
makes,
about all
whenever
the
Joe
time.
makes stupid statements, they're always attributed to me, which is not true. I'm the only one with common sense.
Why would I say it's Grega's sister's puppy? I don't even know. I couldn't point her out if I saw her there. And you say you know her.
Well,
So-
Grega's sister is the other young lady that helps sell food at
And
halftime.
so does his fiance.
Yes, sometimes.
So
Yeah. But
I-
Ashley's totally different. She's the one that was in the cowboy boots when it was warm
but
out.
she didn't come up to
The
Rick.
week
She
before.
came up to talk to me.
She did. She come up to Joe and she talked to Joe and she got him a hamburger at halftime
At halftime,
to cheer him up.
I'm coming out of the little red building that's there, and where all the players go to. That's where the restrooms are. And if you want to get warm, you go in there for a couple of minutes. So I came out, was standing beside where they're selling the stuff, and was looking to see if I could see Rick up in the tower yet. And because it's cold up in that tower, I'm not going up until the last
It
second.
was cold and wet.
And so
And
I was looking up there,
drippy.
and she comes over to me, and and I didn't see Rick, and she comes over and she goes, "Hi, are you you hungry? You want to say?" And I said, "Yeah," but I said, "I'm just going to go up. I'm not. You want anything?" I said, "No, I'm just going to go up there. I'm too cold to eat." And she goes, "Oh, let me get you a sandwich."
You'll
so
feel
she
better.
went over
You'll feel
and
better.
made me a sandwich and brought it over to me to take back up, and it was warm to hold. So I took it back up with me. Rick comes up and he goes, "Where's mine?"
And
And it's like, you didn't get one?
See, whenever Joe eats like that, or eats my food or whatever,
His food.
he gets sick. He got sick because of it. She probably poisoned him. She probably.
But before the game started, when she was talking to me and showed me her puppy, Rick was, "Oh, we don't get any free food. We're looking for free food. We like free food." And she goes, "Well, come over. We'll give you free food."
See, I
I'm
got
like,
you your free
this
food.
guy,
I got you your free food.
he's embarrassing about always begging for free food.
And Joe would not buy lunch when we went to where'd we go? Roosters.
Rooster, I bought lunch
Not for me.
for me.
No, I had to pay for my own lunch. It was a shameful act that Joe.
And man, you should see what Rick got. It was like, oh my God. And I got this little thing. I got a little thing, and Rick ate all of his
I
way
got
before.
2 appetizers. I did not eat all mine. I left some. I got the Nacho Supreme, whatever that is, and I got what I always get, which are, and they're only 2 small
And I got
pretzels.
4 boneless wings and curly fries.
Yeah, he got
And
a
I
lot.
ate that.
He got a lot more than I got.
Hell,
And
I got a
we
little
got
bit.
we got to watch the terrible NFL football games that were on at Roosters because they were, and there were 3 crazy Dolphin fans there that were driving me nuts.
They were sitting at the bar, and every now and then we'd be sitting there talking, and all of a sudden you'd hear.
They had too much to drink, obviously, and then
You didn't hear the Browns fans because the Browns. Oh my God.
the Browns suck like the Bengals. so-
I mean, the Browns, with 3 minutes to go or 3:20 or something on the clock, they're a touchdown behind. You're thinking, oh, the Browns have a shot here if they can get the ball back. And it was 3rd down
they're
and
like
long.
the Bengals. They find a way to implode at the very end of the game.
And the
They're
other
like my
team,
Cowboys.
it was 3rd down and like 15 or 16. They did not punt. They just went for it to eat up more clock. And when they went for it, they were way short, 12 yards short, something like that. The next thing I know, the referees were coming over and personal foul, boom. And then they re-showed it. And I think what the thing was, because we couldn't hear it, we're just watching, looked like the quarterback slid. Somebody jumped over him, but his knee smacked the quarterback in the head.
In the head.
And
Targeting.
they threw a flag down.
Targeting
15
with
yards.
his knee.
So they gave him 15 yards, 1st down. Well, they stopped him. The Browns stopped him. It's now 4th down, and they're going to have to punt, but they're going for it again. They're going to eat up clock, giving them less time to play. So they're going to go for it on 4th down and 10, I think it was. And just before they snapped, a Browns player jumped over, and it was 4th and 4. That's what it was. 4th and 4. They jumped off sides.
5 yards.
And 5 yards, first
down.
And they just took a knee, game over. So the last 3.5 minutes of the game, the Browns just gave the.
Well, that's what happens. Instead of just playing, they're trying to drag out the clock, and they end up doing what they did. But they're the Browns. What can we expect? Sean Grooms loves the Browns. I don't know why. But I don't know why Joe Davis loves the Bengals. And I don't know why I love the Cowboys, because we're all pathetic.
All pathetic.
All 3 of us are pathetic. We follow pathetic
We have
teams.
one of the best offenses in the National Football League, though.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that. Our quarterback's out. We got another quarterback, 40-year-old quarterback, and we're still scoring points like mad.
Yeah.
If we had a defense, we'd be unbeatable. But
That's what they all
unfortunately,
say. That's what they all say. We just had this or we just had that.
Our defense is as bad as the Cowboys' offense, so what can I say?
Yeah. Well, Dak, that superstar with all the Cowboys records, I have harped about him for 10 years. How long has he been with the team?
10 years.
Yeah. So I've harped about Dak. He's never impressed me because what good is a quarterback that can't win a playoff game? And that's Dak.
Hey, what day is today?
Tuesday.
What day is today?
Veterans Day.
Veterans Day. Happy Veterans Day to all the veterans out there.
We've been through this earlier.
No, we weren't sure we were on the air yet, so I want to make sure. Today is Veterans Day. I want to say congratulations and to all the veterans out there that are still with us. Let them know that
as old as you and I are, we aren't veterans.
I'm not a veteran.
No.
My brother was a veteran, but I was in Vietnam War was at its highest thing.
Yeah.
And
it's called the lottery.
I was not going
It's
in.
called the lottery.
And,
we were lucky.
But luckily, my lottery number was like 252.
Mine was like 3.
But I had
300.
a classmate, or he actually was a couple years before me, but his number was 1.
I thought you just had flat feet. That's why they didn't take you.
They wanted me because I was so
because you were
athletic,
ugly, because you couldn't play
but
basketball.
I didn't go.
Yeah.
So I didn't
So anyway,
go.
and a lot of people don't understand the lottery because at the time, when we were young, we still had a draft.
Yeah.
And in the draft, the way that they picked people to actually be drafted to serve was through a lottery system.
And they probably go by your social
And
security
it
number.
went on the number of days in a year, 365, whatever. And each day, and then there was one extra because of leap year. And so depending on, it was like literally the little balls that, you
Like
see
that
at the lotto.
Playing lotto.
And that's basically how they do it. And so depending on where your day falls.
Yeah, here's number 1. So whoever's birthday came up on number 1.
That's right. So, if your birthday was on June the 22nd, as mine was, we were in the 300s. So we were low as far as no chance of more likely being drafted.
And same with mine.
And of course, if war had broken out, we would have been drafted. But at this point, there was, when I say war, yes, Vietnam was a war. But what I'm saying is, well, it's a police action, I think is what they actually called it.
Right.
But anyway, bottom line was we were not drafted. We did not have to. I
My
had
brother
friends
was.
in high school that they were itching to join, some branch of the service, usually the Army. The minute they graduated from high school, they actually signed up before they graduated from high school so they could go. And of course, after, I don't know of any of my friends that signed up before they went to high school or graduated from high school that ever actually were lifers in the military. They got out as soon as they could.
So, yeah, I had 3 cousins.
Vietnam was a terrible war.
That went to that were in the service. 2 of them, one of the 3 cousins went to Vietnam, and but then 2 of them did not have to go to Vietnam. But my brother went to Vietnam, and
the difference between Vietnam, which, as we said, was a police action, it wasn't actually a declared war. But more importantly, it was the type of war it was because it was in Asia. It was in the jungles. The Vietnamese were really sneaky in the sense that they had tunnels, sort of like Gaza. They had tunnels everywhere, and they could pop out of a tunnel,
you could walk right past them, and then boom.
And because, once again, it was in the jungle, you had to worry about your water supply. You had to worry about your feet getting, wet and then mold growing on them. And Joe has moldy feet even now, and he didn't even go. But there were a lot of different things in that war than there were in our regular wars in Europe.
A lot of people in the United States at that time were like, we don't care what happens in Asia, that little tiny country in Asia.
And it was not just that. It was the Vietnam veterans that came home after the war. You had the other vets that came home after World War I and II, and they got ticker tape parades and all that. Whereas in Vietnam, people were still angry because we were in that war.
And it wasn't the soldiers' fault. We were in that war.
And they were literally, shunned when they came back. There were no ticker tape parades. There was no acknowledgement about their service. It was only until years after, and you had the Vietnam Memorial.
And what's made a lot of people angry since, we fought to save South Vietnam. We lost. We pulled out. North Vietnam took over South Vietnam.
It was like Afghanistan. We just turned it all back over to them.
But what's going on now? People take vacations to South Vietnam.
Well, it's a popular place.
But we were saving them, and look how the country's better than it ever was. So it's like, what did we save them from?
Well, sometimes it just shows you the minutia that our government foists on us as far as...
And Kennedy was pulling away, and Johnson pushed more boats. And when they came out and shot down one of our little platoon boats,
it was the
Johnson said attack.
It was the domino effect.
And then boom, that was it.
It was the domino effect. They were talking about Vietnam falls, then the next Laos falls. All these South Asian countries were going to be communist or turn communist just because, and which isn't true. And it obviously was just a big lie. The other thing that I know, because
You know something?
going to Beaver Creek High School, there was a French girl for one of our foreign exchange students. Her name was Denise Colonna Diestria.
Did she talk to you?
And,
Did she like you? Or did she shun
no,
you?
she was a little.
shunned you.
She was a little portly.
She was
She was a
smart.
little. We call it thick. She was a little thick. She wasn't.
smart.
She had a pretty face, but anyway, no, I did not know her when I went to Beaver Creek. But she was one of our exchange. We had 2 exchange students. One was from France. The other was,
Who cares?
I think,
Go
from
on
Spain.
with
But
the
anyway,
story.
no, this is the important factor. Her father was French, and he was the president of Vietnam. He was appointed by the French government to be president of. So when all this was going on, her father was
Like the French was in charge of Vietnam
of
at
Vietnam,
that time. when we
and the French literally got us into the conflict because of the poor way that they ran it, and and that's what got us.
Well, the French sort of got us in World War II, too.
Besides of the fact that we had a Democrat that as most Democrats do, they like to go to war. But anyway.
But Kennedy didn't. He kept trying to keep us out of the war.
Kennedy was not a Democrat. He was a Republican. He was a Democrat in name only.
Yeah.
What do they call those?
I don't know. What do they call those?
Dinos.
I know. Guys.
All right, we got to take a break here.
Again. Amen. Thank
when
you.
we come back, maybe Joe will say something sensible.
I'll try to keep Rick's mouth shut. I say something like Happy Armistice Day, Happy Veterans Day, and then Rick talks about something for 45 minutes.
Could underused vowels soon be a thing of the past?
Unroll that toilet paper. It's a vowel movement of epic proportions.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
News you need, including the comings and goings at the Murphy Theater.
Ohio's hometown theater, downtown Wilmington.
With the Murphy Report, your number 2 source for useless information.
That's our cornerstone.
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
A new report for you every Monday morning on our YouTube channel.
Or the Murphy Theater website.
Speaking of vowels, Steve, I understand you recently learned the golden rule of I before E.
That's right. Now I finally know how to spell one of my favorite words.
Let me guess. Friendship.
Pie.
The Murphy Report. If it's news to you,
It's news to us.
with the presidential campaign heating up, worries surround first-time voters who are being rushed from the polling station before they can even mark their ballots.
Whoa, Nelly. It's a premature evacuation. An election where no one is really the winner. The winner.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
Stories we make up just for you, and the latest on what's coming to the Murphy Theater only on the Murphy Report.
Find us on the Murphy Theater website or our very own YouTube channel.
Steve, have you already made your choice on who you're voting for?
Yes, I have. I've already mailed in my ballot.
I imagine you mail it in a lot, Steve.
Vote early and often. That's my motto.
The Murphy Report. A new report every Monday morning.
And remember, if it's news to you,
It's news to us.
We're live. We got to do today's birthdays now?
Yeah, I haven't did them.
You haven't done them?
No, not did done.
You did done them?
No done did.
Ah.
So today, birthdays. Today, November 11th, Veterans Day.
It's not my birthday.
So here's some people whose birthday it is today. There's not a lot. I'm not going to get about 7 or 8 famous
Do we
birthdays.
have to guess their age?
If you don't want to, you don't have to.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Callista Flockhart. How old's Callista Flockhart?
I thought you said we don't have to guess them.
Not unless I tell you to.
Oh. Callista, was she Ally McBeal?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And she was Supergirl? No, she was Supergirl's boss.
Boss.
What was her name?
I have no idea. Didn't watch the show.
Cat, whatever her name was, Catco Corporation, remember?
I didn't watch the show.
Yeah. You didn't like the show?
I didn't watch it.
Oh, I was going to say, you didn't watch the show?
How could I say I didn't like it if I never watched it?
All those hot women, you couldn't watch the show?
I'm not like you.
Oh, what do you mean you're not like me?
I'm a normal person.
Oh, you're normal? Oh,
Yes.
if you're normal, oh my gosh.
Today is, she's 61, by the way.
Callista Flockhart.
Leonardo DiCaprio. DiCaprio. Can't even say it.
DiCrappy?
He's a crappy guy.
Joe's
Leonardo
not been
DiCaprio.
feeling well the last couple days, so he's been in decrapper.
Leonardo
I
DiCaprio.
think Joe is responsible for that thing out on the street. Joe is. He probably dropped that on his
Wouldn't
way
hear
out
you.
the last time.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
What about him?
How old is he?
78.
51.
51. Isn't he? Now, doesn't he have a young girlfriend or wife?
I have no idea.
I think he does.
He started on a TV show when he was like, I don't know, 9 or 10 or 11 years old, I think.
Right.
Just before it ended, and then he was on Titanic. He's been on a lot of shows.
He has.
He became very famous.
He is.
Demi Moore's birthday.
Who? Demi Moore.
Moore.
Yeah. Okay.
You don't know her.
Yeah, I do.
She's 63. Demi Moore.
Doesn't seem a day over 60.
Jonathan Winter's birthday was today.
Comedian from Ohio, from Dayton, actually.
He was born in 1925 and he passed away in 2013.
Same year that my father died.
Well, my mother died in 2012. George Patton, he was born
General.
in 1885.
He was a general.
General George Patton, 1885.
We recognize his birthday on Veterans Day.
I know it. And 12/21/1945 is when he passed away.
Okay. We're going to be telling people about all the new things we got planned for our network.
When we get there.
All right.
39. Mark Sanchez.
He is a quarterback. Was a quarterback. Yeah. It's no longer a
Now
quarterback.
he's a talker.
Yeah.
He's 39. He's younger than the quarterback that's playing for the Bengals right now. And one of my favorite golfers, Fuzzy Zeller.
Fuzzy was he? Fuzzy, was he?
How old is Fuzzy?
Fuzzy's like 62.
74.
That was close.
74. All right, today, 1918, Armistice Day was declared at the end of World War I. It wasn't World War I then because they didn't know there'd be a World War II, so it was just the end of the Big War.
The Big War.
The Big War.
Is that like the big shoe?
Yeah.
Big shoe?
And but they started. But today it's not called Armistice Day. Do you know why?
Arm and a leg day.
Today it's called. What's it called?
What's what called? Veterans Day.
Thank you. Armistice Day is now called Veterans Day.
Why don't you ask me an obvious question,
Because
Joe?
I want you to give me an obvious answer.
Oh, okay.
And but it's called Veterans Day because before Armistice Day was honoring the veterans from World War I. That's what.
Hey.
But now in 1954, now they're doing all veterans from any war that the United States has been in.
Okay.
So that included World War I, World War II, Korea at the time, and then later also Vietnam War, and then the ones after that.
Right. Yeah.
So all veterans are honored on this date. Today's date, Washington, the state of Washington became the 42nd state of the Union.
You know, the interesting thing about it is most national holidays are usually on Mondays. And here we are on Veterans Day, which is a Tuesday.
Right. They didn't
And
change.
it's
It's
the
left on the
Tuesday
11th,
each year.
whatever the 11th is.
So it could
Any
be,
other
could be on a
holidays, they
Friday.
try to change it to a Christmas is still on the 25th. Certain dates are on the
Date, no matter
number
where
date.
they are.
And then like Thanksgiving is a Thursday, the third Thursday of November, I think it is, or something like that. But it's
For
always
some
on a
reason,
Thursday.
it always seemed like, now, of course, it's not that way now with streaming, but it seemed like when we had regular television, I always hated Christmas and New Year's because there was nothing on. And who wanted to watch those stupid shows where they're rocking till the midnight hour or whatever? I never stayed up and watched those shows. I was usually going to bed because there was nothing on television.
You just wanted to watch naked girls, and there wasn't any, and you got mad. 1921, the dedication of the tomb of the unknown soldier.
Who is
in Arlington?
Who is in the tomb?
It's unknown.
Oh, do we know?
No, that's
Are you
why
sure?
it's unknown.
Are you sure we don't know?
If they knew, it wouldn't be unknown. They'd
Now,
take him out and put somebody else that's
Is it
not
one
known.
person? Is it the remains of several people?
One person.
It's one person.
They picked one person. There was no dog tags when they found him. They had no idea who he was.
We have DNA now, Joe.
But
we could figure that out.
But they didn't.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, maybe
That was in 1921.
They should put someone in the tomb that they know who it is.
1940, the German Jeep was introduced. The German Jeep was introduced. I always thought Americans came up with the Jeep, but it says here, 1940, the German Jeep was introduced. 1942.
But it wasn't a Jeep like the Jeeps are today.
I don't know. I didn't go back and look at it.
All right, Joe, you have to have more information.
1942.
Details.
Germany occupies all of France. At first, they had part of it. They came in, took over part.
Well, why take a piece when you can have the whole thing?
And
Talk to
when it
Russia
came to
about Ukraine,
France,
right?
they always just said, "Oh, we're going to fight you. Oh, you're coming in. Okay, here, I'll lay my arms down. We give up." 1942, Germany occupies all of France. In 1965, Rhodesia declared independence from, yes.
England.
Correct. Britain, actually.
Yes.
Rhodesia declares independence from Britain. And then
I think what a lot of people don't realize is the British, Great Britain was the power before the United States.
Right.
And they had colonies all over the world. They were very colonial in their colonizing countries. And sort of like they'd stick a flag just about anywhere. Mm.
And then in 1992, the Church of England votes to allow women to become priests.
Yes, Rick, coming in Friday will be great.
Who's this?
So, Rick Morton, he says he'll come in Friday. And I think Sean Grooms will probably be in Friday too. So, we'll have a party on Friday. We'll have Uncle
Let's
Punky.
have a party.
We'll have Sean Grooms. We'll have you. We'll have Rick Morton. Yeah. Party.
I can sleep in.
And Friday, we have no game. This is the first week we've not got a football game on Friday. Now, we do have a football game on Saturday, but I don't think, Joe, you'll probably just stay home because
they didn't want me no more.
You'll want to watch the Buckeyes. Yeah. Once you schedule something on a day like Saturday when you're supposed to be available to do games and you schedule it, then we kick your butt.
When I can make $500 or do something for free, I'm doing $500.
We kick your butt out. So, you
it's fine. I made $500.
You lose the privilege. So, privilege is lost. But anyway, and at this point, it has not been determined yet. I have not heard the official word because we did Wilmington football, and we still have one game that we will finish this Saturday. And who's that against, Joe?
I have no idea.
You want me to give you a hint?
Yeah, hint me.
The Comets.
Okay.
Who is that?
Yeah.
Capital.
I can already say the only one I could think of would have been Capital up in Columbus.
Right. So, but it's going to be here in Wilmington, and so it is.
No, we went there last year.
It is our
nice place.
It is very nice. It is our last game that we'll do this season for Wilmington as far as football. Wilmington had talked about us doing their basketball games, men's and women's. But at this point, I don't know whether that's actually going to happen because I've asked for confirmation so that we can, because we've got other schools that we do games for, and sometimes we will pick one school over the other. It depends on what our commitments are financially as far as sponsors or whatever. And we've not gone out to get sponsorship for Miami Trace as an example yet, but a lot of that once again had to do with the fact that we wanted to make sure that we were doing Wilmington College, because Wilmington College were to be paying us to do the games because we're just subcontracting for Flow Sports, which is the official broadcaster of Wilmington College, just like the rest of the OAC teams in the league have Flow Sports. But now that has sort of there's no confirmation. I guess that's the thing. So I don't know whether they're going to be doing their own games or we're going to be doing them. It'll still be Flow Sports. It's just a matter of whether it's going to be produced in-house. But as soon as we find out, we'll pass that information on. Because the other thing we need to do is we're going to have to get out and look at getting sponsors for Miami Trace. Now, I do know that I heard rumor that someone wanted us to do the home and away games for Miami Trace. I can't see that happening because that would mean that we would do 40 games of basketball, both home and away. That would be tough. Now,
Well, Sean will be going to all the girls' games for sure.
and that was the possibility. Yeah, we might look at doing the home and away
But
girls
Joe
games.
ain't going to all those games.
Well, it doesn't make any difference because Sean would be going anyway.
I know it. That's what I'm
And
saying.
Sean is
As long as Sean's there, you'll be
Sean
fine.
is
and he'll
the
do a great
voice
job.
of Miami Trace. You know that. You know that, Joe. So we'll just have to wait and see. But as soon as we know for sure, we will pass that information on to our audience. So now let's look at some other normal.
Normal?
I say normal.
You haven't talked about anything normal
Let's
in your life.
look at some other programming on our network here. For months we talked about Let's Get Personal, right? For months we talked about it.
Let's get personal.
That's right, and they even sang
Personal.
their little
Let's get personal.
Olivia Newton-John song or whatever. Let's Get Personal. I'm surprised we weren't dinged by YouTube all the time. So anyway, we are resurrecting Let's Get Personal.
Oh, no.
Now, not as it was, but as it will be. So what we've basically done is our gaming network will be called Let's Get Personal because our trivia will not really be trivia as much as it will be the first however many answers because we're going to be going into bars and restaurants and places where they serve adult beverages and they usually drink to excess and they get wild and they get crazy. So I thought, if we're going to be doing gaming at those locations, what if we did a Let's Get Personal at these locations and we ask, adult questions? Now, not adult, not XXX, but just adult questions.
Have you ever thought of running something up the flagpole to see if anybody salutes it? Because
I think everybody would like this because we'll have some funny answers. But it won't be.
Well, that may be funny.
It's not going to be.
Let's Get Personal as the name of it.
Yeah. That will be very popular, very popular, and in fact, actually, Joe, just to show you, I did 13 shows of Let's Get Personal at Willie's Sports Bar across the river in northern Kentucky.
What year was that?
It was. I don't know. It was probably the 90s. It was probably the late 90s when the internet was first invented by Al Gore. Immensely popular, but the problem was that back then there was no real internet. Look at all the chocolate you've gotten on my...
I'm getting rid of it.
Yeah. So anyway, we did this on Friday nights at Willie's Sports Bar, and we had teams play other teams. And look at this. Look at this. And this is clean. This is new. I just put this on here Monday, which
Well,
was
then you vacuum it up.
and now you've got all that. Anyway, so the questions will be of an adult nature. in that sense. And so we may do a few of those here on this show as our gaming show, because we're introducing it so that people can see what the gaming show will look like. And it'll be a lot better than, what do you call your game that you bring in all the time?
Chain Connection.
Chain Connection. It's Chain Reaction for me, because it's a stupid game. It is a stupid game. Nobody likes that game anyway.
It's one of the most popular
And you
games
talk
on
about
television.
flagpoles. I'd like to run that up something besides a flagpole. Anyway, so I do have and have had it ready to launch. So maybe I may try doing it next week, because we've got a lot of stuff going on. Trevor is working on a project that is underway. And if you live in Wilmington, or you've traveled through Wilmington and you've gone past the Buckley silos, you've seen they have filled all the little chinks in the cement.
Yeah, it went from gray to gray and black and stuff, where they filled in the holes,
And then they painted it white.
sanded it, and now it's painted white.
And they had to prepare the background of what will be a huge American flag. And so that will be on the side of the Buckley silo. That is provided by money from TimberTech. They donated the mucho amount of money that it's taking to paint that huge mural on the side of Buckley's grain silo. Another project that we're working on is, we'll call it Music on Main. And we have to get this ready because of Holodazzle. We have 7 speakers placed across the front of the buildings here on Main Street. So it's Rome Jewelers and the Murphy Theater and the other little businesses that are along here between us and the WALH studio at the end of the block. And so there's going to be a speaker in the Pocket Park as well. So all those speakers will be playing at the Holodazzle. Will be playing Christmas music for Christmas time. It'll be playing the 2 hours of the morning show every morning from 8 to 10, so that anybody that's living upstairs that's trying to sleep in will not be able to.
When I was out there before I came in, I stood there, and maybe when I went back out to see if Rick was coming, if I saw him coming across the street or anything, I thought I heard music, but it was like way down past WALH, down that direction. And I listened, and then all of a sudden, here come cars, and you couldn't hear nothing when the cars were moving.
It was probably someone with a very loud car
right,
radio.
but my point I was getting to is, when the cars are going by, moving, it's hard to hear anything. It's very loud. And then when the cars stop at the lights, it's very quiet. You know, just...
Well, anyway, I don't know what the volume will turn it up to, but it'll be loud enough so that people
I'm sure it'll probably be loud enough to hear.
can
I was just
hear
bringing that
the
point
morning
up.
show and the music that we play. And this is going to be year-round once we launch it for
If we
Holodazzle.
start putting the morning show over the speakers, we'll probably get tomatoes and bananas thrown at it.
Very possible. Or more of what was left there
Yeah.
as you walk into
And
it.
I think they were telling you something, Rick. As
Yeah.
they knew,
Take Joe
This is
Davis
for-
off.
this is for
off,
Rick.
Off the Buckeye broadcast,
this is
because Joe is
this
full
is
of
for
it.
Rick. I'm putting this here for Rick.
So anyway,
he's talking about me all the time.
That will be finished, and then also on top of everything,
On top of that,
yeah, we have now ordered software and hardware to
Soft and
place
hard.
the first of many cameras in the downtown Wilmington district. The first camera is at the corner of Mulberry and Main Street, right there at the General Denver, and it will be mounted on the pole that has the street light on it, or the stop-go light that sticks out.
That's a street light.
Yeah, well, it's not really a street light, but anyway, because it's the actual traffic light.
traffic light.
And there will be the first of many eventual, we'll call them weather cameras. But we have ordered software that works with this camera
Weather
system.
right now is sunny and cold.
Yes, you can see that. Cold.
I can
But
see
anyway, so that
it. I
camera,
can see cold.
that camera will be accessible from the Main Street Wilmington website, and it might be on a couple other websites. But anyway, Main Street Wilmington website will have that camera available. And when you watch the weather cam, you can watch it 24/7. It will show you what weather conditions are, but more importantly, you'll be able to see, for instance, the parade.
26 degrees out there.
Yes, it's cold. The
Holy
parade will
Toledo.
travel underneath that camera. And this camera is a dome camera, so you see like 360. But that will be the first of many, and it will allow us to place ads on the stream and overlays and things like that.
Supposed
So
to be back to 50 some tomorrow.
it's supposed to bump right up there. So any way you look at it, between our music system and our weather cams and some of the other stuff that we're doing here, there will be all kinds of opportunities for local merchants to advertise on our new toys, products, networks, things like that. Besides the fact that now that we're getting ready to launch, and it won't be Wake Up Washington Courthouse, and I'm trying to think, do I change the name of that show to like Good Night Washington Courthouse? And the logo here where we have the sun, maybe I'll have like the moon.
Moon and stars.
Because we're thinking of doing the Washington Courthouse show
After hours.
in the evening. And that will be from like, what did we say, 7 to 9?
7 to 9.
Because that will be the last 2 hours that Vinyl Coffee is open in up in Washington Courthouse. So we may do a 7 to 9 after doing an 8 to 10. So we'll wake up in Wilmington and we will go to sleep in Washington Courthouse. And so I may have to revise what we're going to call it, and also the logo, so that it's at least there's a.
I like the Washington After Hours.
Yeah.
That was a cool name.
But we will. Time will tell. This is all in the works. Just like Let's Get Personal is now Let's Get Personal for our games.
You could have the game. You know, everybody out there send in your name of what you would like to call, and we'll pick out the best one.
You mean like pick the name of the show?
Yeah.
I could just imagine what we would get as far as suggestions. You leave it for suggestions.
You're saying some of these nice ladies and gentlemen that watch our show couldn't come up with something interesting for you?
Oh, I'm sure they would. And if they want to leave, you know, what they think we should call the evening show up in because it's called the morning show here. Maybe we should call it the evening show. But I had suggested that we call it Wake Up After Hours, so we could still use the wake up even though it's after hours. But I think maybe we go a completely different direction.
Yeah, I don't like to wake up after hours. I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
going to sleep after, but something with a W would be nice.
Well, that would be nice too, yeah, since it's Washington Courthouse, right? But what happens when we go to Hillsborough or
Then you come
Chillicothe?
up with an H, whatever.
Yeah. H. What could we use that starts with
Hello, Hillsborough.
All right, and I've got all these other names already registered, so now I have to decide, do I register or register new ones or whatever. But anyway,
Who knows?
that's to be
Who
determined.
cares?
It's 9:34. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, do we want to talk a little bit about the Murphy? That's what I thought. So we'll be right back after we do some Murphy commercials. Mics are off.
Welcome to downtown Wilmington, Ohio, the place to be. Experience something new with your family and friends in this vibrant and family-friendly historic district. When it comes to dining, shopping, and entertainment, downtown Wilmington has it all. From quick bites to high-end diners, we have a variety of food options to satisfy your taste buds. Explore our artisan boutique shops, jewelers, and florists for unique finds. Pamper yourself with soothing spa treatments, rejuvenating massages, and stylish haircuts at our top-notch studios. Dive into the world of art with our captivating galleries. And catch a show at the historic Murphy Theater, featuring awe-inspiring performances and cultural events. Immerse yourself in history by visiting our iconic landmarks, such as the Murphy Theater, historic General Denver Hotel, our Cultural History Center, and beautifully preserved historic architecture. Throughout the year, Main Street Wilmington hosts a variety of exciting events that embody the spirit of our town. From the Hometown Holidazzle Illuminated Parade to the family-friendly Halloween event and our lively wine walk, there's always something fun happening. Additionally, the Convention and Visitors Bureau presents a summer concert series featuring the annual Rock the Block, And we also have our weekly farmers markets. We boast a designated outdoor refreshment area where you can purchase alcoholic beverages and carry them as you explore the town. So what are you waiting for? Plan your next weekend getaway in downtown Wilmington. Head over to mainstreetwilmington.com for all the latest updates on events, dining, shopping, and entertainment. Downtown Wilmington, Ohio is the place to be. We extend our gratitude to Ralph's American Grill, World Equestrian Center, and R&L Carriers for their sponsorship that supported the creation of this video.
Turn the mics back on. You're doing the beauty queen wave, Joe.
Beauty. That's how they do from the parades.
Did you learn that at school?
Yeah.
East Clinton had like a class on
Waving. Waving class.
being a queen.
No, that was Beaver Creek that had the queen. We just did a thing on waving.
Oh, Sean Groom says, wind down Washington.
Oh, I like that.
Wind down.
See, I like that. Use the W. Sean, very good job.
Well,
Better than anything Rick ever came up
Sean
with.
was the smartest one in our crew. Our broadcast crew for Trace.
I'll go with that.
Yes. And so anyway, we're going to talk some Murphy because a lot of you out there probably have no idea that there's a 107-year-old theater in downtown Wilmington on Main Street that provides all kinds of interesting
And the
entertainment.
the beginning owner, the architectural genius of the Murphy Theater was Charlie Murphy, and that's what this little place right here beside the Murphy is called.
Murphy's?
Charlie's,
Murphy's?
after Charlie Murphy that started the Murphy.
Oh, is that what
Yeah,
happened?
you didn't know
So
that.
did we
you?
already have coffee with a conversation, Joe? Wasn't that this
Oh,
past?
I missed that.
This past
Yeah, that
Saturday?
was last
I know
Saturday.
you were gonna come in.
I was going to come in.
Well, what were you doing, Joe? That you missed it?
Sleeping.
Sleeping? Were you sick?
No, I was just tired.
That day you weren't. You were sick and tired.
I was sick and tired.
All right. So
Sick and
anyway,
tired of Rick.
we missed Abomania, and what is coming next is what's on the marquee. One of the things that they have on the marquee this morning is Chicago, Chicago. That's my kind of town. Geraldo Rivera, wasn't he the idiot that did open the safe of
Yes.
whose safe it was? That
The
guy's-
one in Chicago.
He isn't really a doofus, isn't he?
They found this. They found a hidden room in a
There was a
building that
safe.
he was his thing, and he went in to open up the hidden room and a hidden safe in the hidden room, and it was all empty.
Yes.
It's not like, hey, when this guy's getting out of here, he's not going to take everything out. He thinks there's
There
still
was probably a little
there might
sign
be
in there that
millions
said
of dollars
Charlie
still
was
hidden in
Yeah.
here.
So anyway, this Friday, November the 14th at 7 p.m., the Murphy presents in its Movies at the Murphy series, Chicago. It's a 2002 movie rated PG-13, so Joe, you can go.
Oh man,
It's an hour and 53 minutes, just shy of 2 minutes, but there will be an intermission in the middle of the movie, I think, where you can come into Charlie's and buy some popcorn. General admission, the tickets are $7 each. Yeah, it was Al Capone's vault.
Al Capone. Yep.
Yeah, and Sean said Eddie's brother. Or $12 if you bring the whole family to the movies. That's
And don't do like Rick said and bring all your cousins and
family, Joe. That's family. So, but the big thing that Joe Aren't you in this cavalcade of
No.
stars, Joe?
No, I turned them down. They asked me, "Hey, would you come on and sing some songs?" And
Well,
I
the Murphy says
thought about it, and I said
it's
no.
their biggest talent competition ever. It gets your best seat in town for the best local talent. They're going to have 3 winning categories where they're presenting an award. That's the Judge's Choice Award, the Audience Favorite Award, and the Most Votes Award. And you get to cast your vote for your favorite star at themurphytheater.org. So go there and cast your vote. Their pictures are there on the website. This will be Saturday, November the 15th at 7 p.m. So that's this Saturday, Joe?
This Saturday.
All the tickets are $10. And there are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 different acts. I guess they've narrowed it down to. But I'll tell you what.
It's going to rain Saturday, so you might as well come inside to the Murphy Theater.
That's right. I was upstairs because our studio's upstairs. I was upstairs and they were having some of the practices for some of these people that are going to be competing. Their voices, with the ones that were singers, beautiful, absolutely. So
that was me practicing.
Yeah, that was you. So anyway, I would tell you it's probably going to be a fun time. But that will be Saturday, November the 15th at 7. I don't know. We'll probably be done with the Wilmington College game with Capital by that time. Oh, when I say we, I don't include you, Joe, because Joe gets another day off on Saturday, so he can watch the Buckeyes. But anyway, so that is this Saturday, the Cavalcade of Stars. Are you helping, Joe, or are you just sitting there like a bump on the log? There's your favorite movie.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, starring Steve Martin and John Candy. Rick likes that because when he hears the word candy, he thinks food.
So John Candy, that's who you would play. I would be Steve Martin.
You're as dumb as either one of them,
yeah,
I tell you.
That's Dumb and Dumber, Joe.
It was made in 1987. It was rated R then.
So it's a little racy. Movie. R for racy, is that what that means?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't ask them.
So
General admission, $7 each, $12 for the family again.
And once again, movies at the Murphys, and that's Friday, November the 21st at 7 p.m.
And bring your family, because, young kids never saw the original, and bring them out, let them see this, laugh their heart out. And it's a lot cheaper than taking them to the regular movie at that time and taking a whole family.
Well, yeah, if you take the whole family for $12, that would be a lot cheaper.
If you just have 2 kids and your mom and dad, that's $3 a person. You can't go to a movie anywhere for $3 a person.
I think the movies, they're at least $8, probably more than that. Something like if you go to the Beaver Creek
So you're
cinemas.
talking $32 plus everything else that you put there. Yeah.
Well, and you're gonna. It's like going to a baseball game. You're gonna spend $90 just for jujus and some of the other candies.
So
and things.
come on into the Murphy. Watch a good movie. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
We've got the same candy that you get in the theater and popcorn, cheaper right here at Charlie's in the Murphy Theater. So another big production. They actually stopped traffic for this one, because it was filmed right here. One of the places was Wilmington, Ohio, and that's Nutcrackers. And
they named that after you, didn't they?
Yeah, and I drove by yesterday after having to come in, set up, Joe telling me he's not doing the show, having to pack up, and so I had to go out to Walmart to do some last-minute shopping. I had to get one of those scrapers for my car because I had this little tiny scraper, and so I got a big scraper to scrape a lot of snow. And
my car was parked in a garage.
When I came back, I actually drove past the Murphy, and Steve was here. This was yesterday morning. Steve was here putting the Nutcrackers. That we have the little windows where they put the what do they call them?
The advertisement.
Yeah, and he was here putting some new stuff up in those showcases. And one of them was Friday, November the 28th at 7 p.m., 2024, TV 14, Nutcrackers, the admission's the same price as all the
Wow,
others,
that's-
$7 each or $12 for the family. And that, of course, stars Ben Stiller and a cast of characters from the area. I think there were a couple young men that, 3 or 4 that were from the Hillsborough area, maybe, that were in the movie as well. And Trevor Shoemaker's old pickup truck is also in the movie, sitting out front of the Murphy. He always will point that out, that he didn't make it. He was on the cutting room floor, but his truck remained in the movie. And
Sure tells you something right there, huh?
yeah, once again, Friday, November the 28th at 7 p.m., right here at the Murphy Theater, where part of it was filmed.
And also, Wednesday, Wings for the Murphy.
Your favorite place, Joe.
The second Wednesday of every month, 4 to 9 p.m. When you go in, tell them, hey, I'm here for the Murphy, and they will donate 15% of whatever you paid for your meal. So if your meal was,
Excluding alcohol.
so if they yes, excluding just for food and regular food, 15% of that will go to
Help support the Murphy
help
Theater.
support the Murphy Theater.
So go out on the second Wednesday of each month. We call it Wings Wednesday, and get you some boneless wings like Joe always does. And you might even see Joe out there. He spends most of his time out
Might get some of my free
there. Joe is old. He's lonely. He sits out
city
there.
s'mores that I make, and they beg me to bring out there.
Don't touch them. They've got hair in them. Don't
Do
touch
not
them.
have hair in them.
There, nasty, nasty. And
No
then,
human person touches
a
them.
favorite to everybody, the Drowsy Lads.
That's in December.
Yes, I
We're
know.
going into December.
Yes, we're talking about
In
the
October, we didn't go into November, but now in November we're going into December.
We're already into November, Joe. The Drowsy Lads, they will be here Saturday, December the 6th at 7:30. And that's probably one of the more expensive tickets that you'll find, but you can go to the murphytheater.org. Make sure you go to their website, or you come directly into the Murphy to make your purchases. Don't just buy from any Tom, Dick, or Harry. And
Or Rick.
the tickets are $35 a piece for the Drowsy Lads Christmas. And I heard that, I think they've been here before, but they're very popular. So anyway,
Make them more popular. Come and see them.
that's right. And then once again, Steve was putting, yesterday when I drove by, he was putting up the advertisements. One of them is the Nutcracker, and this is actually ballet. That'll be December the 13th at 2 p.m. and 7 p.m., and then December the 14th at 2 p.m. Tickets are anywhere from $10 to $25, depending on
where you sit.
where you're sitting in the theater. And this will all be followed at the end of the year by Charlie's Classic Christmas. Bringing the holidays home. December the 19th and 20th at 7 p.m. and December the 20th and 21st at 2 p.m. All tickets are $12. Once again, the murphytheater.org is where you get your tickets, or come in and personally pick your tickets up right here at the Murphy Theater. And I guess, did they announce the new programs that we're going to be on? Because I have not seen.
I did not.
I have not seen.
Well, I didn't make it to the.
Well, the Coffee and Conversation normally is where they indicate some of the things that are happening in 2026. So they should have some. They might over
I
in the
thought you had
conference
the inner ear, and they told you things.
Well, Rick Morton will be in Friday, and we let Rick be the inner ear.
So Rick will hopefully tell us some of the new things happening for 2026.
Right, and he's got that list, I'm sure. And so Rick will be in Friday, and we will ask Rick, inquiring minds want to know, what are the new things happening
What
in
day
2026?
will be Joe Davis in concert?
Joe Davis in concert?
John Davis
will you
in
be
concert.
playing the piano and sitting there like, what's
I'll
the
be
name
doing
of the,
some of
what's
Rick
the name
Nelson's favorite songs.
What's the name of the guy? Oh, speaking of Rick Nelson, I was looking at programming an online radio station, and they had 2, 3, 4 Rick Nelson songs, and I made sure they were all excluded. I didn't put them on the list because I didn't want to bore people with Rick Nelson.
Ricky
and
Nelson.
he is actually who I was actually named after. My grandfather thought it was him, or it was he, Richard, but it was really Ricky Nelson.
And Ricky Nelson's real name was Eric.
Yeah.
E-R-I-C,
And
not
when I was
Richard.
little, when I was a little tyke, I was called Ricky. Ricky, yeah, as in Ricky Nelson. So, anyway.
We're sorry to hear that.
Yeah. So, more fun than a barrel of monkeys. Joe, it's 9:51. We have 9 minutes. I'm not
9
gonna,
minutes of minutia.
I'm not going to do a break, so you probably have some minutia.
I know. I'm out of minutia.
You have no minutia?
I have no minutia.
Okay, so
That's what I was looking at a while ago, going through my things.
let's talk about what is coming. We're not sure whether we're going to be doing Wilmington College sports in the basketball season. We'll find that out here in the coming day or two. We also know that we have the final game of the Buckeye club football season, which will be in 2 weeks, not this week, but another week. And they will more than likely, in fact, Joe, did we figure out, are they playing Michigan State? Because we should know that now. The Sunday is over.
I did not hear who won the Michigan State game.
Well, why didn't you? Aren't you the voice of the Ohio State Buckeyes
yeah,
club
but I
football
know
team?
the Buckeyes are playing. I mean, the Buckeyes are playing, but I don't know who they're
Who are
playing.
the Buckeyes playing, Joe?
The Buckeyes are playing them. They're playing. Who they're playing, I don't know.
Well, that's what you were supposed to find out.
No, you didn't tell me that,
Yeah.
so I didn't look it up.
And we also know that the date is the 23rd that game will take place, which is a Sunday. And the reason why is it on the 23rd and not the 22nd? Because they gave us 2 dates, 22nd, 23rd.
Because they're playing at home, and Ohio State, the big team, is playing on Saturday, home.
Right.
So they're not going to play.
Well, no, there'd not be enough parking to support both.
No. And we'd only
teams.
have 8 fans probably watching our game compared to.
You think
the
they'd
other
be in
game
the
next door.
horseshoe?
Yeah. By the way, we do have a little minutia I didn't miss.
Oh my gosh.
Which
Good.
body part feels the most pain?
The fingers.
Which body part feels the most pain? Primary function of the nervous.
Wait, are we talking male or female, Joe?
Both.
Oh, both?
Both. The primary function of the nervous system is the body's electrical wiring, and it's the key to millions of nerve cells. The human's nervous system is fast but not instantaneous. You don't, it's not like boom, boom.
Right.
But it's very fast. It's like when you touch something real quickly, you're going to feel that it burns or it hurts, but it's not at the exact same time. It's just a hair.
Very close. Just
Bit.
a little more.
Just a little bit more.
Yeah.
And in fact, it says here, info of an inch to brain 2 miles per hour. And fastest is 268 miles per hour. So some things may go just 2 miles per hour to let us know about
Right.
on a touch. But there's other things, it'll travel 268 miles per hour. So if something's very painful, it's going to go quickly to tell you, don't touch that. That hurts.
So, just to catch everyone up, on the 23rd of
Are you interrupting my
November,
minutia?
yes, because I got more important stuff to talk about.
You told me to bring it up. I'm bringing it up. I haven't even got to the point.
All
What
right.
is
Get to the minutia of the minutia.
what is the most painful part of feels the most pain? What part of our body?
The ones that have to listen to Joe Davis bloviate.
We have to listen to you talk about Beaver Creek.
I'm getting ready to
Chess team.
talk about some important things here, Joe.
The skin itself has more receptors for pain
The skin?
than any other part of our body.
The skin.
The skin.
All right.
I had other things to talk about,
But we have more important things to finish.
if I don't need to
We've only
talk
got
about
5
anything,
minutes.
I don't need to come.
So for those people that wondered about who will be facing the Buckeyes on the 23rd of November, it will be Michigan State.
That's who we thought. That's who I
Michigan
told
State
you.
and Oakland played this past.
And they probably beat them
weekend.
53-6.
I didn't look at the score, but Michigan State is still undefeated in their conference, and so they are the conference champions. Oakland, which is also a Michigan team, they lost, so it will be Michigan State at Ohio State, and I'm hoping that they don't skip that game, because the last time, depending on how many injuries and things like that, I'm hoping that Michigan State will come down and play the Buckeyes. They normally don't like to drive all the way down to Ohio to play the Buckeyes, knowing that they're going to have to get beaten anyway. But the winner of that conference title thing will play the Southern Conference winners for the national championship. So
Southern and Eastern.
Yeah. So Ohio State will play Michigan State in another week on the 23rd.
And I think the two teams playing there will probably be Columbus State,
Coppin
out of
State.
Georgia, and Coppin State.
Right.
Where's Coppin State out of? Maryland, Virginia?
Yeah, they're Maryland or something like that.
Yeah, I think they're Maryland.
So Coppin State.
Coppin State will probably play Columbus State, which Rick thought was in Columbus, Ohio, but it's actually in Georgia.
So the Georgia,
And the winner of those two teams will come up
the
here.
Georgia team has prevailed in that battle before, but I think Coppin State is a pretty good team this year.
Coppin State is undefeated totally this year so far.
So we might see a Coppin State, Ohio State national championship game here in the future. But the first thing the Buckeyes have to get past.
That would be in Toledo.
They've got to get, well, the national championship game is in Toledo this year. Right. If they ever get the field cleared off of snow, we'll just have to wait and see. Hopefully with the temperatures coming back up, that the snow will melt, the sun will shine, and we're still taking suggestions for what we're going to call the evening show that will be at Vinyl Coffee in,
what was Sean's again?
Wind Down,
Washington.
Wind Down, Washington Courthouse. Is that like Cool It, Washington?
It's winding down. Get
Washington
what do you
Courthouse?
tell your kids? Hey, guys, wind down. It's getting ready for bedtime.
And then we'll have a moon rather than a sun on our. So we may have to. I may have to register some new
Logo?
web pages and things. We'll just have to wait and see. Or I can change the name of the. I think I can probably change the existing pages. I think, and if I can, I'll just keep the same pages, but I'll change the names of them because I've already got certain pages registered for the game. So what's the weather going to be like today versus tomorrow?
Today, high is going to be in the low 30s. It's 27 right now. And tomorrow, it's going to be in the low to mid 50s, about 53, 54
So that
degrees.
will be a dramatic change in temperature.
About 20 degrees.
Much like the change in temperature that we experienced over the weekend.
Except the other way.
When we were in Columbus. And we did the game on Sunday.
In fact, this
when it
Sunday,
was cold and rainy and it was
it's
terrible.
supposed to be sunny and 54 degrees this Sunday. If the game was this Sunday, it would be sunny and 54.
Right, and it just so happens no one's playing on this Sunday.
No.
This Sunday is the week that's off. That's between. So we will be doing for Flow Sports as a subcontractor. We will be doing a game Saturday. From Wilmington College. It'll be the Capital. Are they the Crusaders?
Crusaders.
Or the Comets?
Crusaders. You said Comets. That's what threw me a while ago.
Yeah, I don't know whether they're the Comet. I thought they were changed their name to the Comets.
No.
But anyway, Capital will play Wilmington any way you look at it. That will be the last home game at Wilmington College this year. And it'll be on Flow Sports. You'll find it on the website. So it is 10 o'clock. We want to thank everybody for tuning in. And Joe's doing his pageant wave.
This is what I do to the volleyball girls when they got to say, hey, I'm the captain. I always go.
Is that what you do? All right.
Thank you.
Everybody have a good evening.
Have a good evening.
Didn't I say?
No. I have a good day because it's not nighttime yet. I will when I quit talking. You haven't turned us off yet, so have a good day, everybody.